is up, beautiful people? Welcome to the Main Agenda Hair Blog. So today I'm on day 8 of this blowout. And it still looks pretty damn good, even though I'm pulling a headband hero today. If you don't know what that is, you should check out my blog post. 5-minute or less hairstyles for crazy chaotic mornings. I will link it down below. So, I probably could pull this off for a couple of more days, but it is winter time, and that means my scalp's a little itchy, it's a little dry, which is totally normal this time of year. Our skin dries out, our hair dries out. It just needs a little bit more TLC. So I'm gonna be doing a shampoo today and a fresh blowout, and I'm gonna show you how I get this look that lasts me over the weekend.
So this is the reality of being a salon suite owner. Everybody's always like, oh, must be so nice to get your hair shampooed at work all the time. This is how my hair gets shampooed at work, guys. Still got to do it myself. There's no one else here to do it. But make sure you start your blowout with a really good shampoo. Scrub the scalp, get it super nice and clean. I'll link the video below with the steps on how to get a good shampoo. Yeah, because that's the building blocks of all of this. If you're not thoroughly cleaning your hair, how can you expect it to last more than a usual blowout? If you're leaving behind dirt and residue. So the cleaner you get it, the longer it's going to last you. So let's get into these products. First, we're going to start up with MIzani Miracle Milk Leave-In Conditioner. It's lightweight but still moisturizing, and it helps to smooth the hair and reduce dryness without weighing it down. So it's the perfect prep styler. Next up, we have Redken's Big Blowout Jelly. It's one of my favorites because it has up to 450 degrees of heat protection, and it gives you body and bounce, anti-frizz of course, and it has a natural shine. Everyone's always asking how my hair stays so healthy. Almost every styling product I use in it has a heat protectant in it, and I only apply heat when I shampoo, so that also helps. Next up, we have the Olaplex number 9 Serum. This one's one of my favorites because it also has heat protectants, but it's full of antioxidants, which give life to just dull, dry hair like mine. Also notice how I only put the products on like the mids and ends of my hair. I never put anything at my scalp because your natural oils are gonna over time weigh your hair down, and you don't want any extra products there. After everything's in, I go through and comb through it with a wide tooth comb, and then I'm going to start blow drying. Your hair is at its weakest state whenever it's wet, so you never want to go in with any type of brush or any major tension whenever your hair is soaking wet. I usually like to go in with my Styliste dryer, which I absolutely love. It cuts my drying time on all of my clients like in half. Great blow dryer. I'll link it down below. But I always go in and get my hair at least 80% dry with this dryer before I ever put any type of brush or anything to it. Notice how I'm drying my hair almost like the opposite of how it's going to lay. So I have my hair flipped to the side and I'm blow drying the sides up. And then I'll flip to the other side in a minute, and you can see that. But I'm also blowing in the direction of the hair shaft blowing down. Think of the cuticle of your hair as like blinds. Whenever your cuticle is blown open. So if you're drying your hair all rough and blowing the cuticle open, it'll be like the blinds are open. If you have a roughed up cuticle or open blinds, your hair will feel dry, kind of rough, damaged looking, not really be smooth or sleek. But if you blow it going down the way that I am now, it'll be like the blinds are closed. Or you can also think of it as like shingles on a roof, how everything lays flat. This hair is going to be smooth, look shiny, and just reflect light, way better than like roughed up hair. This is how my hair does look so smooth and shiny because it wouldn't. I have curly hair. Curly hair tends to have more issues with being dry and frizzy, and you're just adding to it if you're blowing your cuticle wide open. So let's not do that if we can help it. When you get to the crown of your hair, it's very important that you focus on drying that towards your face. How my head is down right here and I'm over directing all of that up and over, it's so that I get the volume that I do get and my hair is not stuck to my scalp. If you just dry your hair straight down, there's nothing wrong with it, but you won't get as much volume from your blowout, number one, and your blowout won't last as long, because if it's more, it doesn't have as much body and volume and it's not away from your scalp, those oils are going to come in and just slick it right down, and then it won't last you as long. So now that my hair is 80% dry, I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Amika anti-humidity spray. I live in South Louisiana, y'all. This humidity is a beast year round. It's currently like hot and rainy outside, and Christmas is next week, so you know. But this spray tends to help me out a lot. I am going in now and sectioning everything. I really like the Launch clips are my favorite for this part. They're alligator clips, so they can hold a lot of hair or a little bit of hair, depending on what your need is at the time. And they're pretty in pink, so, you know, duh. I'll link those down below too. But anyway, I'm going in with my Lay Volume blow dry brush from Launch. I'm using the 60 millimeter. I prefer it over the 75 millimeter just because it gives me a little bit more of a defined bump on the ends of my hair and not just straight. I like a little more of a volume. If you prefer your hair blown out but more straight than curled on the ends, then maybe you could use a 75 millimeter, but I prefer the 60. So I'm coming from it at every angle to get it nice and dry first. So I'm working it from the front, from the back, from the bottom, everywhere, just to get it nice and dry and smooth. And then once we do get it smooth, I don't know if you can tell, but the plates behind the bristles, they're like a rose gold color. Once it is dry, the plates are going to be where your focus is. It has plastic bristles with tips, but also boar bristles on the brush. The boar bristles really help to smooth the cuticle and add that shine in there, but you want to use those bristles to help work it through and slide it along that rose gold plate there, because that's going to act as basically similar to a flat iron, but not as much heat, obviously. But I like this brush because it doesn't have much, it doesn't put much tension on the hair, so I'm not really getting a whole lot of mechanical damage, if you will. It's not chemical damage, so anything that's not chemical damage is mechanical. So I'm not getting a whole bunch because my hair was already dry for the most part when I started with this. I'm not putting too much tension on it. Now, as I get closer to the top of my head or the crown area, I'm going to be over directing up a little bit more. This is going to help get that volume and that lift that we're looking for, so that, you know, when the natural oils do come, because they will eventually, it's not going to weigh our hair down and make it look flat prematurely. And like I said a few minutes ago, I like more of a defined curl, if you will, on my ends. That is why I'm working the brush on the ends way more than I'm working it everywhere else. That's to get the defined curl. And then sometimes I will twist it down and kind of twist my section into a curl with my finger and let it set like that to cool so that the curl kind of stays. Regardless if the curl stays as much as I like it or not, my day 2 hair is always the best hair for me. After I spend the night in my blowout scrunchie, when I take that out in the morning, it just has my ends a little bit more defined than just a regular blowout. And I like both looks, if you will. But day 2 hair is always it for me because it's just a little bit more of a curl on the ends. And that's what I like. Some people may not like that. Some people may like it straighter on the ends. And there's other methods you can do for that too, to keep it still looking good. But I found my go-to and I'm sticking with it. I'll also be linking all the products that I used at the beginning of this video, as well as the tools from Lange that I am using. I am a Lange ambassador, so I do receive a small commission if you buy anything. But I'm also the type of person, I'm not going to sell something just because it's going to make me $1. I'd rather not get paid at all and give you good information than giving you crap information just to make money. That being said, I will be perfectly honest and tell you that I am not the biggest fan of Lange's products. I've tried quite a few of them, not crazy about them. I guess it's because I am a professional and I know that there are better things out there. I don't know, just not a huge fan. There's a handful out there that I do like. Their Deja Vu dry shampoo is chef's kiss. But for the most part, not crazy about their products. Their tools, on the other hand, are fantastic. I like them better than a lot of other professional, well, not that these aren't professional, but a lot of other more exclusive professional brands I've used. I prefer some of these to that. Most of them. Actually, no, all of them. Also, you can't really beat Lange's sales. This Le Volume dryer, I actually bought as a Christmas present for someone, and it was on sale for like $49.95, which I was kind of mad because it wasn't on sale that cheap when I bought mine, and I have 2 of them. One for the salon and one for at home because I never know where I'm going to be when I need to do my hair, and this is the easiest way for me to do it myself. But yeah, they have really, really good sales. Always have amazing promo codes and whatnot, and I have access to the best one. So if ever y'all need anything, holla at me. I'll also put my affiliate link at the bottom of this video. So over the years, I figured out what products and what tools and whatnot would work for my hair for me. Um, Most of my clients, I can get away with using. I mean, I'll have to tweak my products depending on their hair type because not everybody's hair is like mine. But for the most part, I can still get the same results. The only difference is not everybody's hair gets as smooth with just the brush. Some people need added heat, so it's no big deal if your hair is not getting as smooth as mine. Whenever you finish getting the foundation of the curls or the blowout there, it's no big deal if it's not smooth enough for you to go back and hit it with like a large barrel curling iron or a flat iron to just knock out some creases here and there, or to get it a little bit smoother and if you have like trouble areas. So no shame if your hair doesn't get as smooth as mine. Not everybody's hair will. Not everybody has the same hair. It's okay. Okay, so now we are getting to the most important part of the entire blowout. Reason being is when you look at somebody's hair, 90% of what you're seeing is the crown area and around their face. That's the first thing that you look at whenever. Now, yeah, you see everything else. You see the length, you see the curls on the ends, you see everything. But the top part is really what they see. So we need to really focus on this. Make sure we're getting good smoothness, good lift, good volume, and a nice curl on the end. Some people even go as far as kind of pinning barrels up here with pin curl clips after they dry each section until it cools that way, just to help with the lift and get a good curls that last. I do it sometimes for my clients in my chair, but for my hair in particular, that's just too much for me. But if your hair doesn't hold a curl as well, or you have trouble getting those curls to stay there, pinning those barrel curls might really be beneficial to you to make sure, your hair is going to last. I mean, it's really no pressure, but at this point, it doesn't matter if you slayed the entire blowout. If you mess up this part in the front by your face, I see mess up. You can't really mess it up. The only thing you can do is not smooth enough. And if that's the case, just keep smoothing. You can't mess it up. It really is foolproof. But just make sure that you're doing enough to manipulate the hair and to get it smooth and to get that curl that you're looking for. But yeah, if you slay the whole thing and don't do enough right in this area, it was all for nothing. So make sure you focus on this area. If you're the type of person that tends to get lazy halfway through doing their hair, not that this takes forever. I did my whole head in like less than 20 minutes, but I have a lot of hair if y'all didn't notice. But if you're that type of person, my tip would be to start in the front and work your way down. Pinning the curls as you go so it's not in your way, of course. But if you get tired halfway through, try it the opposite way next time. Start at the top and work your way down.
So that's pretty much it. I am nice and smooth, straight, got a lot of volume, and this will last me for the next week or so. At night, to protect it, I use my blowout scrunchie. So I brush through it, put in the blowout scrunchie, and then take it out in the morning, and I don't have to touch this at all. No more heat until I go to shampoo it again. So I will link the tutorial for the blowout scrunchie at the bottom as well, so you can see kind of what that does. So if you liked what you saw today, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks.